No, I don't think I broke it. Can you go that way? Little more. Stop.
Where are you gonna sit?
On your lap.
Oh God, here we
We'll
go.
talk about
that
the
would
first-
be the G-rated strip.
We'll talk about the first thing that comes up. Wait, no. That's a bad idea.
The weather that we already talked about rain.
What I heard is that Black Snake Mountain is so big that we go to pay the shoes. He got about 3 shoes.
I'm just using a knee scooter.
Use a what? A knee scooter? God, shit. Oh man.
Told you I'm much better when my brain's offline.
I need to know if I'm. Is no one on the right spot?
There isn't a consequence. There's no thought that there's a consequence to saying that. Nah. Brain not working.
I guess I'm in the right spot. You know, if we ever get a sponsorship of some sort, I think the very first thing we ought to get is chairs that don't creak.
I think the creaking chairs add a certain je ne sais annoyance to the podcast.
Instead of the je ne sais quoi or whatever you want to say. I don't speak the Frencho.
Exactly. I don't speak of French.
Oh, Frencho. I know enough of it to party in Louisiana, and that's about it.
So you know how to say "I'm going to tea"? That's it.
Let's say le bon temps roulé.
Huh?
It means to let the good times roll. It's a common saying there. And that's the extent of my French.
I figured it would have been how much?
Un, deux, wow. That's it. I think 1, 2, 3. I don't know what 4 is. It's as far as I can go with that.
Hot. Followed by neuf.
What?
Un, deux, trois, quatre, neuf. Isn't it un, deux, trois? Quatre,
Everybody
neuf?
knows toi because menage.
10? I can't remember. I used to at least was able to get to 5, but anybody who's YouTubing, help him. I don't want to learn French. Hey, hombre. Let's do this shit so I can go eat some burnt meat.
Are you severely nutted? Nutty?
No, I have not nutted. Thank you very much for asking, though. Inappropriate question, but
You're eating peanuts. I don't know what to say.
make sure you pronounce that properly.
Oh boy. Creak, 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 creak.
It's crick.
Creak, 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 creak.
It's crick.
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 Crickety.
Crick. The Crick and the Dead. That was a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. The Australian guy from Gladiator. Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Who else is in there? There was a chick in it. What's her face from the Basic Instinct?
Most of the time I don't look at their face.
It's called The Quick and the Dead. Gene Hackman was in it. He played the bad guy, gunfighter dude.
It has been a while since I've seen that, so.
Yeah, The Quick and the Dead.
God.
That was a good movie.
All right.
I mean, it was no Silverado. But Silverado will go down in history as probably one of the best modern westerns.
I think, like Wyatt Earp or one of those would probably be.
You mean Tombstone?
Tombstone. That's the one.
Tombstone.
Tombstone was great.
That was, so it'd be, pardon my French, excuse me, probably Tombstone and Silverado in like the last era of modern major theatrical westerns.
Yeah. You know what never make the good Western list? Cowboys and Aliens.
I thought it was phenomenal.
Really? I thought it
Yes.
was absolutely horrible.
No,
and I like
it
Aliens and Cowboys.
It was phenomenal. I thoroughly liked Daniel Craig playing kind of the Witcher version of a cowboy.
I didn't look at it like that. I looked at it like,
He had no
what the
lines.
fuck is going
He
on?
didn't say much. He just
Yeah, there was grunts. That's
killed things
pretty
and grunted.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a phenomenal job in that.
That's a good Witcher line.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Now, how do you feel about this, Witcher? Very good, very good. So the Witcher's all like, hey, Witcher, should we go storm that thing and kill the monster? All right, the Witcher's in. Let's go.
Oh. There we go. Let's start the recording.
Save a coin for your Witcher. Oh. Guten Tag, and welcome to a net. Okay.
Hello.
Dobry dzień.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome once again to another episode of the Not Robots podcast. Not Robots podcast. Why did I do that again?
Okay.
Ooh. No. My creaky chair is probably interrupting me. You know, if we ever get a sponsorship, the very first. Wow.
The very
Very
thirsty.
thirsty.
The sponsors are going to be like Gatorade.
the very
thirsty.
The very first thing we should probably get is non-creaky chairs.
I think the creaky chairs add a certain thing to. I mean, it's a hook.
Your
It's the
stick?
Yes,
No.
the creaky chair is our stick.
No. I don't think it's good.
Rap song.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a terrible rap song. All right. So, do you have any idea what today's subject is?
You just asked me if I had ideas. You do know that my brain is currently offline, so I can.
Well, we've been given a subject.
We have been.
Yes.
We have been.
Yeah.
We have been.
Yeah.
We were.
this time, yes.
Who gave us this? Can we shout out the individual that gave us the topic?
No.
Oh.
Okay. But before we say the subject of today, which, Lord, I apologize before we begin.
Why are you apologizing?
Just in advance,
Why are we gonna offend people?
maybe. I mean, it's probably the right spot for that. I don't know. All right. But if you have any suggestions for a topic, you can send them to notrobotsquestions@gmail.com.
And apparently make it offensive because apparently that's what we do.
No, I don't think it will be, but maybe. But it seems like quite the challenge.
It may be offensive. There's
I
a
hope not. Or I'm
outside
hoping in this case.
possibility that'll be offensive.
Well, I think with our Christmas song episode that we've learned that there's no way to not be offensive, no matter
that
what.
is very much the truth. Hey, we
So-
can make this G-rated.
In fact, that is the subject of the day: is how do you make a G-rated strip club?
Easy.
Okay, you got to start this one off, man.
Why?
All right,
Don't you know how to make a G-rated strip club?
but that's the subject for today.
So
G-rated
the
strip
essence
club.
of the strip club is the tantalization of the male, correct? Even though people bring women to the strip club, but it's the whole entire what's coming off next. You know, your mind is starting the process, and you're kind of trying to predict what you're gonna see, and you know you've got that little essence of yeah. So you know how you make a G-rated strip club?
Go on.
You layer the strippers.
You just with a whole bunch of layers of clothing.
they could be taking crap off for an hour and never get to skin. But the anticipation level will mount darn near endlessly.
So the strippers' names could be after like clothing lines, like, and out comes Wrangler.
If you're into the right, oh, that's true. Because then we've got like kind of genre day stripper. So you've got Wrangler,
Okay,
Louis Vuitton,
okay, Columbia.
Victoria's Secret.
Well, that one I think would be a little closer to the other side. I think
No, because
you got to do
they
their
actually
clothing
have
line. Pink.
yoga pants and all kinds of
Right.
stuff now. The whole entire pink clothing line.
Yeah.
So you could get through layers of pink clothing line without ever getting to any of the essentials.
That's true. I guess they make like pajamas and stuff too, but not
Correct.
even like sexy pajamas.
Yeah, like pajamas.
We're talking like ones
button
that are
down.
comfortable. I can't imagine pajamas that are comfortable that have buttons on them.
You're young, weren't you? Because when I was
I
wee
know,
lad,
I know.
there was the pajama with the pants and you had the button down top on. Yeah.
And they have the
pajamas.
butt flap and the
No,
buttons.
no. You're talking about the onesie thing. No, I'm talking pajamas. They were a separate pant and shirt, and they had buttons on them.
Okay.
Yes. So getting back to the club, so the obviously it would be more kind of strip club / runway fashion show Jimmy, because man, they'd be layers flying.
Well, when I imagine G-rated strip club, when we got the subject, I was like, what? And the only thing that popped into my head right away was like somebody in like a Tyrannosaurus Rex costume doing a pole dance and like flipping backwards, and
Oh.
somebody pouring Skittles on its
My
mouth.
Lord. No. They said G-rated, not disturbed. Because that's disturbing right there.
like a furry contest going on or something. Oh, wait a minute.
To all and any furries potentially listening to this podcast, we apologize in advance for potentially offending you. Back to our topic.
You think that there's actually furries out there listening to it?
You never know.
I guess
I
it's
mean,
true. You never
we've
know.
got that massive population of listeners slowly spreading around the world.
It is true. We now hit 6% in Ireland somehow.
And you never know, there
Strange.
could be some Irish furry that's listening to this podcast that could get offended.
Well, the guy in Ireland right now that's listening, or the 6%, is probably one person at this point, is probably going, what is a furry?
I think the Irish have the Google. So yeah, they'll be okay.
Don't do that around your kids.
Why not?
Don't ever Google yourself in public.
Why not? I Google myself in public all the time.
That's not safe.
It is. Why not?
I don't.
I've got antivirus on my phone.
All right.
I mean, I'm not going to catch anything Googling in public.
Yeah, but remember when Pee Wee Herman Googled himself in a movie theater?
But he didn't have protection. I have protection.
Okay. We were talking about that scooter earlier. It better be pretty big protection.
Hey, it's enough to manage my entire Android.
Oh, fair enough.
So, yep, it's fairly robust protection.
Oh boy.
So yes, so you could have the whole entire and the clothing line, and you could still keep the poles because you gotta have the athleticism.
Right. There's some real talent in some of the pole dancers out there.
Okay.
I mean, like some of them are super athletic and can like flip upside down and do these wild spins and stuff, hanging on with one leg.
May I
It's
ask?
like Cirque du Soleil going on.
May I ask how you know this, sir?
Well, everybody has the internet. I mean, let's be real.
Oh, it's
I mean,
the internet.
I Google at home.
As he tries to kill me. I was taking a sip of my
No.
beverage,
Yes.
and the gentleman here tried to choke me to death. How
Yeah, you're
kind of him.
You're sipping your Arnold Schwarzenegger. 10% juice.
Arnold, you are a shrine and a mecca. Ignore this man. Do not sue us.
I've
Thank
read
you.
your book enough times that you're good. I have. I've read the Modern Guide to Bodybuilding. Well, people call it the Bible of bodybuilding. It's written by Arnold Schwarzenegger, or at least he told somebody else what to say, and somebody translated. It's more
Ghostwriter,
likely.
yeah.
But I found it incredibly helpful, and I've read at least 6 different edits of it.
And trust me, Arnold, as massive as he is, I mean, literally, I think his forearm is the size of my entire body. So, yeah. So
No.
now he has to show off. And so, trust me, you have influenced him. So he was being facetious. He does respect you incredibly. Back to our topic. So yes, so I can see the swinging on the pole with the Wranglers on, and and then
I mean,
take the chaps off.
it
And
could
now
be
you're down
really,
to the
really,
jeans.
really cold in there too, right? And then
I'm not sure I like where this is
they'd
going.
have to serve like hot beverages, so it'd be like hot cocoa, right? And then maybe coffee. I know you're trying to stay off of the coffee. Something's wrong with you.
I refuse to let a chemical control my existence and my system.
Hey man, you gotta eat. You gotta drink.
Yes, but I don't need to be addicted to it either.
Okay. What happens if you don't eat?
Let's see now. One can go for a week without eating, without any truly ill side effects.
Yeah, but you start feeling ill. You're like, oh, I feel weak. I feel bad. I need to eat.
Not necessarily. Your
We're all
body will
already
adapt
addicted to
'cause
food, man.
No.
Yeah.
No. The body reproduces 70 billion plus cells a day, and it needs the cellular material to reproduce. That's not addicted. That's need.
Whatever. Anyways, so it's really cold in there, and they're serving the hot beverages, right? And since the strippers on stage, we're not saying male or female in this case.
Did you just say it's really cold in there?
Well, they got multiple layers on. Lots
So
of
now
layers,
if it's really cold, now we got jackets, and potentially if they're from
Right.
Florida, if it's 60, 70 degrees, we got parkas on now.
I do wear a sweatshirt when it hits below 70. I mean, it got to 65 this morning. I still got my long sleeve on.
Okay.
You absorb the sun.
Oh, great. So now I'm a solar cell. I need more beverage.
It's Superman style.
You're the one who absorbs the sun, Superman.
all right. Now, I went to a family member's house, and I sprayed bug spray. And I just got home from that.
So you are the Terminator.
Sure, yeah.
The poor bugs never stood a chance.
Well, I have a bunch of bug spray in.
A bunch of it?
Yeah.
A bunch of it.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
like,
I have a
bug
jar.
spray kind of hangs like
powder.
bananas from trees.
Similar, but it's in a jar and powdered.
So it's methamphetamine bug spray.
Only it doesn't crank them up, it turns them down, and then they flip over. Feet in the air. I mean, I don't know if they're dying or not, or if they're like, "Hey, man, check out my feet."
They could be tripping completely. They're like,
that's what turned them over.
Wow, when did I get all these legs?
But anyway, so the strippers could have on, they got their jeans, and then over that something a little looser, like pajama pants, right?
No, that's kind of no.
No. Okay, so skinny jeans, then straight leg jeans.
Okay, well maybe.
Then wide leg jeans, and then
bell
pajama
bottoms.
pants.
No,
Bell bottoms.
You would never put pajama pants on the top, dude.
Why not?
Cause they would just look odd.
Could you imagine, checking out, hey, all right, check her out, yeah, and then she pulls off the parka or whatever it is, and underneath it's pajama pants, and then gets down to pajama pants, and then it's bell bottoms. Like, wait a minute, is this a fashion show or? If fashion shows were like that, more people would probably be interested in going to them instead of watching the runway models. Hey, let's walk down, pose, turn, walk back. What? No.
The runway, I just see the clothing coming and going. They're runway models.
Apparently, there's really skinny people underneath.
Not anymore.
What happened?
The industry actually got a clue.
They learned that they don't want to see coat hangers with feet?
Oh, you should see some of the thick runway models that exist now.
I probably should.
I mean, Let me rephrase that. The industry has embraced the curviness of society.
Okay.
So
So
now,
now they look like actual people.
well, we've got like the full array because people that there are really skinny people, and
Yeah.
there are so now the actual runway model is much more representative of society in general. I'm actually
Good
quite
for them.
pleased.
Good
Yes,
for them.
and thank you French for starting that because the French were the ones that kind of poo-pooed the overly malnourished looking runway model.
Well, if we have the overly malnourished runway model as the one that's on the pole, you could probably put more layers of clothing on them.
Yeah, but if they're overly malnourished, there's no way they're getting up on a pole because it actually requires strength and muscle mass.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're not going to be very
be like
athletic.
thud and yeah.
They're going to be very.
Granted, it would probably show up on Facebook and
Yeah.
go viral across the net, but I don't think it would be all that entertaining in the sense of why one would go to the club of stripping.
If you knew that there was a high chance of that happening, would you go to watch?
Isn't that why people go to NASCAR?
That's a good point. They're
Maybe.
like, hey, is there a wreck today? Let's hope.
Maybe
Ugh.
we have created a new, intriguing G-rated strip club.
The G-rated wreck club.
The chance that the stripper may kind of fall from the top of the pole at some point may hold people be like, thud, yes, yeah.
They come in for tryouts. Gonna sit on the black couch. Well, how dizzy are you? I fell twice on the way.
You're hired.
That's not good enough. You need at least 3 times or you're out of here.
3 falls. I think I just broke my hip. That's our high dollar one right there.
Speaking of getting dizzy and falling.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, recently, I got up at 4 a.m. Stomach's not feeling well, you know? I go sit down in the bathroom. Next thing you know, I wake up on the floor, face down, in my own blood. And my face is cracked open. If any of you are on the video, you can probably see that was almost a week ago now. But
how many floor tiles did that cranium break in?
surprisingly, none. Well, I was in the seated position, so I didn't fall that far, but I had to hit pretty hard because when you grabbed it and you pulled it apart, you could see skull. It was pretty cool.
Was it cracked skull?
No. You know, this head of mine's pretty tough, and the bone's got to be thick. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That whole entire knuckle dragging Jimmy thing.
I bent my glasses up really bad. I cut the inside of my lip. My teeth actually cut the inside of my upper lip.
Dude, that sucks.
The floor was just covered in my blood, and I was on the ground like that for probably about a half hour. And somehow in the middle of I'm finally kind of getting up going, how did I end up here? I had my phone in my hand.
The whole time?
Yeah, I guess I had my phone in my hand, and I was able to unlock it, type help to my wife, and she came in and was like, oh my God, what happened?
So hold on. We need to rewind this.
Yeah.
Because
how did you not lose your phone?
We're about to go into a level of analysis which is perturbing.
Okay.
So,
go on.
You lose consciousness.
Yes.
With your phone in your hand.
Yep.
You lose consciousness.
Uh-huh.
You slam your head into the floor tiles of your bathroom.
That's it.
Because you've lost consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Which means your body lost control.
Yep.
Of everything but the grip on that damn phone.
Yep. Which is crazy. It's one of those. It's a stronger phone. I could have dropped it, from.
And it bounced back into your hand.
No, I'm just saying, if I would have dropped it on the tile, it would have been fine. It's one of the stronger ones, But
no.
Somehow my brain went,
you blacked out.
This is expensive. Face.
I was about to say, wait. Systems suddenly shut down, but the only system that retained power last was save the effing phone, not my face.
Well, I think I might have texted help, but not the send portion before I hit the ground. So I was in the process of actually holding on and typing it.
Oh, so the universe was slowly narrowing, and you were like, uh-oh, and you started to send help, and then the universe went away.
Yeah.
But the death grip on the phone did not release.
Well, the blood was mostly dried by the time she came in there and started, what happened, and then cleaning it up. So I must have been down there for a while. We figure about half hour or so.
And the phone never released.
Right. Hmm. I was able somehow to unlock it and then
No, no,
hit
no, no,
sound
no.
on help.
That's irrelevant. Saving the phone was more important than saving your skull.
The phone is more important than my face. I guess.
I got nothing.
Instinct stepped in and said,
Oh, cranium fine.
I
Phone
gotta-
expensive.
I
Must
gotta make
protect
sure-
it.
I gotta make sure Harry knows that our next subject is G-rated strip club. Must send. Crack. You know?
Yeah, there's some crack involved right there. That's
Oh,
for sure.
man. Crack in my face. That's what happened. But, we didn't have, like, steri strips. And my wife's like, we should probably take her to the hospital.
And you're like, nah.
No, I'm more like, hey, whatever you want. You know, but,
Creme, that's a prime opportunity for the sacred
sacred what?
creme brulee torch of healing.
Oh, sure.
Just cauterize that bad boy.
Well, it's right above the eye. It's
Yeah, so
probably
you
not a
could have
bad
just
idea.
sealed it up.
No.
Just a little in the shape of the scar, and it would have closed.
No.
Because, it would have all bubbled and fused.
Have you ever seen the first Hostel?
No, I don't watch those kind of movies.
Okay, because you would be thinking, oh, that's a bad idea. Have you ever saw the first Hostel?
No, trust me. I do it to people. I mean, it will work.
You cauterize people's face with a
It'll-
creme brulee torch?
If you don't want to use the creme brulee torch, the best second option.
No.
No, actually third, because you got to go Rambo next. You got to get a kitchen knife on the stove, red hot, slap it on that, close the wound immediately.
Well, just take out some gunpowder, pour it in there, and then light the match.
Oh my God, I forgot you do have rounds.
You can Rambo it,
Because
yeah.
you guys are all shooting peoples.
What?
You shoot at stuff, ranges, guns,
You
shoot.
shoot people.
But you're shooting people. You are shooting people. Not you're shooting people, but you are people who shoot. You are shooting
yes,
people.
gotcha.
Yeah, so she could have just poured some on there and dropped the creme brulee torch better than the match, and then it was sealed. So
Or just take a regular match and scrape off all the
sulfur.
phosphor, sulfur
Yeah.
stuff, and
But,
like that.
so first and foremost would have been that.
would have been really good too if you had like a ferrocerium rod
Oh yeah.
and you scrape the magnesium
Oh.
into it, yeah,
Yeah.
and then hit the. A lot of people that don't know how to use them, they strike and slide the knife down the thing. No, hold the knife in position and pull the rod backwards. That way you're not pushing your stuff out of the way.
PSA right there, ladies and gentlemen. So that would be first, and then second would be slapping hot iron to it. Third would be you could stick a paper clip in an outlet, and when it'll superheat in a second, slap that on there. That'll seal it real
Well, your
good.
GFI too.
Oh yeah, but I mean to save your head, it'd be, and then then we all creme brulee torch would be 4. Yeah. And then 5 would be the steam iron. Heat that bad boy up good enough. You should be able. But luckily, it leaves those little fucking steam iron things, and then that doesn't look good. So you really don't want the little steam iron prints on your forehead. So we can't do that. What would 6 be? I'm just trying to figure out and if this happens in the future, we have ways to help you out and kind of seal that up real quick.
Probably like a curling iron.
Because have you ever seen some of those curling iron burns? Oh my lord, yeah,
Wow.
curling iron would be phenomenal.
Use a flat iron, open it wide up.
No, we
That's
don't
for
want
people
to
with
open it up.
curly
We
hair
close
that
it.
want
We
flat,
close it.
not
We
for
close
people with flat hair that
it.
want
No,
curly.
we want to close it. Yeah, no, do no.
No, you want a curly wound, not a flat wound.
You're just using the heat from it to slap it on there. I mean, it'd be like if you heated a metal rod and done it. It'd seal the wound.
Well, it is a metal rod.
Exactly, except
With
for it's
the
hollow.
thing
I'm
that opens
thinking
up on the
like
side like a
get
finger.
like a piece of steel that you just pulled freshly from the forge and just and so let's see now. Okay, we'll stop coming out with ways to seal it. Tailpipe, hot tailpipe. That'd be a good one right there.
Maybe the stripper pole after they do like about 200 twirls in their dinosaur costume. Again, the full-size dinosaur costume, pouring Skittles in their mouth. This kind of sounds exactly like, how else are you going to make it G-rated?
Sure.
Sounds terrible.
Those are Skittles.
Well, how else are you going to make them taste the rainbow? You know? You can't make it rain, but you can make it rainbow.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I mean,
So what would this strip clubs serve for fare? I mean, you know, we're talking like Chuck E. Cheese kind of strip club because it's G-rated. You know, well, instead of the champagne room, there'd be the bouncy ball pit.
Yeah, I feel bad for whoever has to clean those. You know? Well, even at like the Chuck E. Cheese and stuff like that, where they have the ball pit. Can you imagine the poor teenager? It's his first job. He's like, "All right, buddy, clean the ball pit." He's looking at it like, "Nope, I quit." I mean, how many kids do you think peed in that thing? No?
It should be easy to clean the ball pit.
How?
Well, there's got to be some sort of side door portcullis thing. You let the balls out.
Okay.
And then, you know, you gather groups of balls in some sort of large container. I mean, preferably, you know, like the way they've got those
well, it's already in a large container. Why don't they just spray a whole bunch of bleach in it and then use like an oar and stir it?
Double toilet. Okay. I'm thinking like, you know, one of those barrel tumblers, like the traditional compost thing. You throw like vats of balls in there with some sort of solution in, because that way they spin and clean at the same time.
Just pour them all into a cement truck. Spray a bunch of bleach in it, let it tumble.
I don't think that.
Pour out the bleach, let it dry, pour the balls back in the pit.
Actually, that idea isn't terrible because you get one of the little portable cement mixers, and you could probably fit
Your phone freaking out.
You could probably fit like 3 rounds of balls in there and fill the whole, and then you dump it all back in there and they'd be clean.
3 rounds of balls.
Oh my God! You know what you'd use?
Hmm.
The industrial laundromat washing machines. And you could just throw all the balls in there. Well, it'd probably take you 3, maybe 4 shovelful loads, and you could wash all of them.
Shovelful?
Well, you can
That's
throw them in
a lot
there
of
one at
balls
a
in those
time.
ball pits.
Yes, and you're shoveling them into the big ones, the ones that do like multiple comforters. So you could probably get them in there, and you could wash all of them. And then you know what's in there. You can pour a solution, whatever cleaning solution you want in there, as opposed to.
How about this? The entire stage still, you know, has the poles and so on, but the rest of it is bubbles. Not balls,
chimp?
but like bubbles.
The chimp?
No, like soap bubbles.
So we're going all Lawrence Welk now?
And it's blowing bubbles all over the place, and the whole thing's filled with bubbles.
So it's cleaning the balls in the pit.
Yeah. I mean, it's self-cleaning. They can scoop up the bubbles. They can blow them towards the lady that's taking off her parka. You know, it's plenty cold in there, so you know.
Bubble ball fights.
Yeah. So any sort of, you know, throw that bubble ball a little too hard. I mean, it's already cold enough. You don't have to worry about the swelling. Keeps other swelling down too, so everything stays G-rated. You know.
Wow, that was subtly beautifully done.
Oh man, thank you.
For real, I almost didn't follow that. That was good. I'm proud of you there.
Thanks, man.
See, my superhero skills are rubbing off on you.
It's only good for 5 minutes.
Oh well, it's shot now.
Twist the pill. Ooh. Yeah.
No pills in the G-rated. Remember the skills.
Taste of rainbow.
G-rated, not X-rated.
You know, imagine if the Skittles commercial was like angry. You know, like the Slim Jim one. It's like, snap into a Slim Jim, right? Well, if you took that and you made it, instead of Slim Jims, like Skittles, you know, what would you see that one as?
Taste the rainbow. Taste it. No, that's not really.
Open up your mouth. Put it in. Oh yeah.
Ooh, I think
See the rainbow? Taste the rainbow.
I think the rating on this podcast is about to go off the charts.
This is terrible. Who is it that did was it the Ultimate Warrior or something? Hulk Hogan.
That was Randy Macho Man.
No, Macho Man Randy Savage. That's it. Yeah.
Randy Macho Man Savage.
Randy Macho Man
Correct.
Savage.
He was macho. He was a man, but he was Randy.
And he was savage.
At the same time.
It's yeah. Well, don't get too randy, man. It's G-rated.
You're correct, which is why it needs to be cold.
Yes.
So now we've got
It keeps the swelling down.
so now we've got Lawrence Welk bubbles, Skittles, dinosaur costumes. Your strip club's kind of a really bad acid trip. I'm sorry, man.
Well,
Mine was straightforward, just layers of clothing. Yours has gotten a little kind of.
I guess. I mean, they can.
It's turned into like a fantasy land here.
Well, Fantasy Fest out in Key West is kind of not G-rated, so that's not a good idea either. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's move on from that topic as quickly as we can.
Yes. If you see the refrigerator box with a hole in it, stay away. You know, all right? Oh boy.
Oh my God! Bad visions, bad.
No, G-rated visions. Inside you could have puppies. You don't know. like in the panel van. Has candy too.
There's something fundamentally wrong with your G-rated strip club. Fundamentally wrong.
I don't think you could do it.
I'm telling you, you could.
No.
Because this, remember, okay, you may not be old enough, but back in the day, there was a company,
I bet there was.
and this company made a condiment, and the entire premise of the ad was anticipation, because the condiment was so sufficiently thick that you had to sit there and wait for the condiment to present itself.
Was it ketchup?
Correct. And the company was?
Heinz 57?
Well, Heinz 57 is actually the steak sauce, but it was Heinz ketchup.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What was it?
The whole,
Oh, the one where it was like they
Anticipa-
before
and they would and
you
they would
just
be
slowly
waiting.
see it come out?
Anticipation. Anticipation is making me wait. That was the whole entire
You
process.
know what? She could come out in a suit, tie, you know, whatever.
They have
dressed
that.
very,
They
very nice formally.
They do that. There's
and had on the
that.
plate. There's,
Ketchup.
there's a hot dog.
Oh, this is not going somewhere positive at all.
It pulls out the bottle of ketchup, slowly turns it.
And meanwhile, people are making it rain, waiting for the ketchup to come out.
Looking at you, licking her lips. Ketchup's just slowly moving. Meanwhile, everybody in New York is going, you don't put ketchup on a hot dog.
That's right. You put a good spicy brown mustard, or you know, a good yellow.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know what you're talking about. Ketchup on a dog. You don't put ketchup on a dog.
Okay, so she's shaking the bottle of mustard.
French's. It's got to be French's.
Slowly holds it down towards the hot dog, looking at you, and then squeezes it.
Oh my God. You are never going to be able to make a G-rated strip club.
No.
Because your mind is completely jacked up. My mind being pure and saintly.
It's I'm sure. Oh man, these chairs are creaking a ton today.
I can easily conceive of a G-rated strip club. Easy peasy.
Go on.
I'm telling you, you just have multiple layers of clothing, and I think you have like
You
different
need-
clothing lines.
Yeah, we need more details.
Because I mean, you
How
could
does
have
this-
like.
explain to it. Okay, you walk into the G-rated strip club. You pay the guy at the counter who's been smoking.
No, not the guy at the
probably
counter. The guy to even get in the door, you have to pay. So.
Okay, so you paid the guy to get in the door.
The 300.
You're not on the list.
The 375-pound bouncer who's got arms the size of well-matured oak trees and looks like if you shoot him, you may piss him off and you may rip your head off your shoulders. So.
I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this. Thanks, man.
What? Piss him off and rip
Oh
your head off your
man,
shoulders?
again, another one.
You can't say that.
Probably not.
It's nothing. Okay, anger.
Yeah, you're gonna upset him. Don't shoot him. You just make him angry. There we go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's standing there,
You're not
and
on the
you
list.
give him money. Well, you may not be on the list, but you bribe him.
What's your name again?
Ben Franklin.
You're not on the list. There's at least two Ben Franks. Ben Franklin, Ben Franklin. At least, I mean, I don't see a regular one Ben Franklin.
Black card. Yeah, my name's on the list now, ain't it? Jim Bob. You and you and you and you in the Wranglers. Y'all rolling with me tonight.
How many layers of pajama pants you got on under them, lady?
Ooh, baby, that's hot. Let's go.
You got some Heinz ketchup? We're looking for some Antissa.
So once again,
Haitian.
my strip club. So you get in
There you
and
go.
you sit down.
Okay, so right away you pay the guy at the door that told
Yeah.
you you weren't on the list.
You bribe him, so
And
you're
then
in.
now somehow alright, we're gonna let you in.
You're in the VIP.
So right away you get in and you turned out that okay, your average normal human person that wasn't on the list is what's up now? You walk past the bouncer, what's next?
You go and you look. Well, it depends on if you think you're a VIP and want to roll hard with 2 liters of Mountain Dew. So you go just hey, I'm a VIP, so you buy yourself
a little bit more G-rated than Mountain Dew. Lipton Brisk.
That's brisk, baby. So you go.
Little lemony sweet tea, guys.
So here you are in the VIP
All right.
because you got the best angle there to check out the
Clothing lines.
entertainment.
Here we go.
And you order your 2 liter of brisk for you and your each. You know what? You're macking tonight. Each one of those Wrangler wearing chicks is gonna get their own 2 liter of brisk, cause you the Mac. So you're up in there with your Wrangler chicks and your case of brisk guys, and they dim the lights from Publix level to Walmart level.
Wait a minute.
Or is it Target level to Walmart? They're probably Target level to Walmart. So your eyes aren't scorched anymore, but it's viewable.
I was thinking the lights would probably be somewhere between, like they dim them from like say the Bach supermarket all the way down to probably like a Panda Express.
I'm sorry. What's a Panda Express?
It's the McDonald's of Chinese food.
I ain't never been there, and I doubt that ever will. So I have no reference point.
I actually like them.
Which is why your stomach tried to kill you.
Maybe.
Your stomach staged a revolt and go, if this dude's gonna feed us garbage, we're offing him. We're gonna find a new body. Maybe they'll organ donor us. Please, please.
The stomach went, that's it, I'm out. Hit your face on the concrete.
Smacked your brain upside the head and said, what? Done. We're on strike. We're revolting. Seize the body. Okay, sorry. So now you're
you
in
know
there.
What I ate there? Chicken and rice. That's what I normally get. Regular chicken and rice. Granted, it's fried rice and teriyaki chicken, but it's still chicken and rice.
So you're in the VIP with your case of brisk.
Okay.
And the lights dimmed down to, I guess, Pan Express. I have no reference for that whatsoever. And the first entertainer comes out on stage.
Okay.
Tina Carhart.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Tina Carhart.
So she comes out in, like the Carhartt hat, the winter hat, the good furry, the good thick one.
And she's covered up with the baklava and
the whole shebang. She's out there.
Gloves in the works.
She's got the jacket on. She's got the cold weather gear on. She's got like the boots. You name it.
So much
she
stuff.
is rocking Carhartt.
So much stuff you don't even know if it's male or female underneath yet.
So much stuff you don't know. She don't weigh 300 pounds because she's kind of.
So what's layers?
Layers.
Like ogre.
Seriously. Tina Carhart's like an onion. She's an ogre? No, she's got layers. Layers. So.
I used to describe a nice rear end on a lady as like an onion. I know you're looking at me with that confused sense. Like, how could it possibly be? Because when it walks away, it makes you cry.
Oh, that was good, Pete. That was smooth. So Miss you're sitting there in VIP and Miss Carhart's out there and your eyes glued upon that stage, 'cause you just can't wait to see what's underneath
The eye
that
protection.
thermal jacket. And she's got the good, flannel.
Oh, the Velcro starts.
Yep.
And
Takes her like,
still there's a zipper. We'll back up a little bit. Not quite yet.
it takes her like 15 minutes to get the jacket off.
And then she's sweating to death.
But it's G-rated, because once again, the entire premise is anticipation. The tantalization of the human mind.
Well, okay, so she gets the parka off eventually. And the hat and the glasses.
Well, she's got the parka on. I mean, she's got like the lightweight autumn jacket underneath it.
And then that's the flannel.
Then underneath that's the flannel. Yeah.
And then that.
I don't know if she would just have the pants or the full suspended bib Jimmy thing.
Could be the suspenders, yeah. Oh, and the vest.
Oh, yeah, we can't forget the vest, because the vest was over the flannel.
And when you get down to the long johns, she's leaving the stage.
Yeah, because
about dehydrated.
It was about an hour and a half's gone by about this point.
Oh boy.
And you're losing your mind because you just can't wait to see what's next.
So the cocktail waitress comes around. What's on her tray?
She's got
Sugar
shots
of
Sierra Mist. The hard stuff.
I gotcha. All right. No generic sodas in here.
Oh, heck no.
This
This is all top shelf stuff here.
So, pardon me, ma'am. Can I get a fresh can?
Ooh, black card. Get this guy a fresh can of Sierra Mist.
Are we gonna have to make this one chilled for him?
We'll chill it at his table. Come out with a champagne bucket with a can of Sierra Mist.
Champagne bucket. The only thing sitting in the bottom, sitting in the ice is a can of Sierra Mist.
With the pull tab at about 45 degrees. Not quite open, but just enough so you don't have to strain yourself to pop it.
Oh, man.
Because you're VIP, man. They can't have you strain. You could chip a nail.
Yeah, so you pick up the can, you're like, ooh, that's cold. Shake it a little bit, pop it. It's everywhere.
The Wrangler girls are mad now because now they got to go do laundry. Yeah, now you ticked off the right. See, you don't do things like that, G-rated. Now you've ticked off the Wrangler girls. They're going to leave you. But apparently, they're going to take their 2-liter with them. you purchased it and, no backsies.
Yeah.
So now there you are in VIP alone with sticky seats all over the place.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like how it worked anyways. In the non-G-rated version.
And the staff's looking up. God, I hate when they do that. Now we gotta clean this.
What was the cocktail waitress wearing? Don't tell me like a velociraptor suit, squirting Skittles or something. Again, they go back to the dinosaur and making it rain Skittles. There's the rainbow! I don't know why.
She's wearing a nice sturdy pair of capris.
Okay.
And
some Sketcher shape ups. Oh boy.
she's wearing classic Old Navy.
Mom jeans.
Seriously, mom jeans.
There we go.
And a nice blouse. Oh man.
She's a bit older. Her head's done in a beehive.
No, it's not that bad.
Not that old.
No. It's theme night.
Ponytail.
Oh no. The nice 80s Aquanet as big as you can get it.
Oh, big hair?
Oh God, yes.
Oh man, I really liked the big hair days in the 80s. I love that.
So big that when the AC comes on, it lifts them off the ground. All that lift under that big Sister Patrol, the Flying Nun action going. They're holding onto the hair and they're slowly lifting off. Ooh.
Ooh.
Maybe the cocktail waitress She could be dressed as Sister Betrayal.
Oh, she's in the nun's uniform?
Like straight up flying nun.
Oh, man. She could be dressed like Ratchet.
It keeps the light out of her eyes.
I finished Cobra Kai, right? Finished watching Cobra Kai season 2. So I started Ratchet. You know, from Alfred Hitchcock's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I was about to say and Clank, but no, I guess not.
Not Ratchet. Ratched.
And Clank?
No, not Ratchet and Clank. Nurse Ratchet. Yeah. Oh man.
I haven't seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in.
Well, it's Alfred Hitchcock, so it's going to be at least 50 years. Don't fall asleep on me there, Joe.
Probably 27 years.
Oh man.
If not longer.
Well, probably about that long since I've seen it as well.
You watched it when you were 4?
Come on now.
Remember, I am a quantum number older than you are.
Yeah, you gotta, 10th to the whatever power in order to calculate your age. Of which you're not sure because they didn't even have sundials yet.
But there was no sun yet, so how would you dial?
How did you see?
I didn't need to see.
Did you start off as an amoeba? Like a single cell organism?
It's always like this.
So you looked at everybody else and went, what's wrong with y'all? Grow legs.
No, I was like, oh,
Look at that little snake, be like, hey, lizard, get out the water. Grow legs.
Like, here goes another one of those experiments here.
Don't eat that apple.
No, and they never listen to me. Never.
Ooh, well, maybe it was the Greek side. Don't eat them pomegranates.
The olive oil isn't meant for... Okay, I'm gonna go.
Down in Jamaica, hey, don't eat the plantain now.
What's wrong with eating the plantain?
I don't know. I'm trying to throw fruit out there and see if any of them stick.
Wouldn't that have been don't eat the mango, potentially?
Maybe, yeah. No mango man.
Me, but actually.
What about in Ethiopia? Just eat it. I don't know. Ethiopia isn't like the old joke of, they're all starving or whatever. That's actually a really pretty country.
Never been there.
Really. It's they actually think that the second home of Bob Marley. Like they're all like Rasta type. I mean, not all of them, of course, but he's really popular. Like similar to like the Jamaican
kind of
style.
Vegetarian
Man.
lifestyle.
Super nice people too, man.
Help out humanity, green planet thing.
What's weird too is it's not like desert and hills and there's a lot of hills, mountains and stuff, but there's a lot of green too. It's really.
Isn't the Serengeti run through Ethiopia?
Well, I'm not talking about all of
These
Ethiopia,
parts of it.
Yeah. But like up in the green area, northeastern.
The green area.
Yeah.
a lot of growing.
Yeah.
There's a heavy growth season.
There's a lot of growing.
In the green area.
Yeah.
It's a major food production belt.
Let's just say
for the rest of the
they'd probably
country.
really enjoy the G-rated. Hey man, it's cool.
So kind of the breadbasket of Ethiopia, kind of like our Midwest.
Less Western.
No, but I meant in theory, kind of its topology and.
Oh yeah. The whole. Yeah, I would say more along the lines of like Blue Ridge Parkway. So
really?
I wouldn't necessarily say Western. I would say more. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, more vegetation than that.
That's interesting.
Oh yeah. I'm sure from the transition between the Serengeti to the more, we'll call it edge to the tropical.
Polio?
Not quite.
Okay.
Speaking of which, when I was going down to sister-in-law's house today,
I thought you were going to say when you were going down to the floor to become unconscious. But go ahead.
Yeah. I don't remember anything at that point. It was nothing. But actually down in Palm Bay, there was a Pollo Tropical. And they closed the Pollo Tropical here.
There was a Pollo Tropical?
There was one in Vieira.
Well, that's not here.
I know, but it is to me because I get out of the VA all the time, so it feels like second home at that point.
20-minute
cracking my head
drive.
up at all.
Cracking. 20-minute drive away, so that's not here.
Well, the way I drive, it's more like 45 minutes. So my wife really doesn't like me driving slow.
Okay, Grandpa.
Well,
And,
she puts her car in sport mode. I put it in comfort. All right. So
sport is comfort.
to her, that's what she wants.
Time is of essence. Preferably vanilla.
Keep in mind that her last two-door car was a Honda Prelude, right, with all the Jackson Racing stuff on it. It was a sports car. It was pretty quick, you know. And
Yes.
my last two-door car was a VW Bug. So
But still your last two-door.
right, I
car.
still have it. But I'm just saying, as the example of the hey, this is the one she likes. This is the one I like. Hers is the let's go. Pew! Mine is the I hope it starts, man. But if it don't, I got time. I left an hour early.
Once again, you could put like slicks on the back of that bad boy and beef that engine up, take exhaust straight out the side, and make her look like Monster Bug and smoke everything on the road, though.
Probably, yeah. I mean, back in the day, those things were kings of the drag strip. I mean, even with 4 cylinders, they were just destroying people. Power to weight ratio is a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you could turn your lawnmower into a beast of a lawnmower.
Oh man.
So getting back to topic. So we got our strip club. We got our the and she's dressed in but Old Navy with the Don Johnson 80s pastel blown up hair thing going.
And sweating it out.
Why is she sweating it out?
Well, all those layers on.
No, it's the cocktail waitress. The cocktail waitress doesn't have to.
Oh, cocktail
What she's doing is wandering by and.
And they got more. That's brisk, baby.
Yeah. Well, for the VIPs, they're getting that Sierra Mist.
Yeah.
High dollar stuff. You gotta go all in there.
Again, just imagine the champagne canister thing.
But
Well, that's the one, champagne bucket. It's such a great name for something you put champagne in. Bucket. Nice bucket.
I'm sure it started out more or less as a bucket so that you could carry it to the table, and then it evolved into that ornately crafted container.
Yeah, but very nice, ornately crafted container with ice in it and a can of Sierra Mist.
The good stuff, man. Go big or go home.
Yeah.
Homeboy with that black card in that VIP.
He let you in.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
gonna splurge. You're gonna roll deep with your Wrangler. You pissed
Everybody
your
else
Wrangler
is
chips
getting
off
cans.
by spraying them, and now they're gone.
You're
and
getting 2 liters.
the seats are all sticky, and it's all your fault. And meanwhile, Miss Carhart's finally down to the long johns, and
Next lady's ready for the stage.
her stint's done, and you're frothing at the mouth now.
One comes on in a maid's uniform, you're like, whoa, hey, what's up there? She's just there to clean the poles before the next lady gets on. Sweeps out.
Even more anticipation.
Gets all the Skittles off the stage.
What they do with the Skittles? How do you recycle Skittles?
Ew. No.
What? No?
No.
No?
No.
You don't recycle the Skittles?
Well, you don't eat them. I mean, I
if
suppose
you're,
you can.
if you're pouring them on the stage, then it doesn't matter. You may as well recycle them, drop them from the sky again.
So you have it like actual Skittle dispensers in the ceiling? Have it rain actual Skittles? Wow, that would be a great idea.
Would that not
it?
be awesome?
Yeah, that's
I'm thinking, more like
for the finale.
automated.
She comes out and finishes everything all the way down to the long johns, arms out to the side, and from this car, let's make it rain, Skittles.
And the cool thing about it is the Skittles are in turrets, so that somebody gets a little overzealous, the Skittle turrets turn and they kind of shoo you back to your seat. Ah.
That doesn't sound like it's going to attract too many people.
Why not?
I don't know.
Because you get somebody that's really hopped up on their brisk, and they charge the stage, and the bouncers may not be able to get up there fast enough.
He
So
could have had a Mountain Dew or 2 before he got there.
Oh no!
The next-
Seriously, that's
Yeah.
horrible.
The guy could have a GoPro in his pocket or something, ready to do something extreme.
That's why we need, Do you remember when you Navi guys used to have the CWIS system? So we have like a CWIS system to protect the girls on the stage. So you jump up there and it locks on, a la RoboCop 1 when you got within range. And
For those of you that doesn't know what he's talking about, Navi to him is Navy. And
Yeah, it's
C-Wiz,
old.
C-Wiz, the other names for it is Phalanx and C-RAM. But basically it's a large canister that's designed to be on ships so they can shoot down incoming fire, like missiles and mortars and stuff like that. And Iraqi did the same sort of thing, and I even got video of a couple of them actually.
Shooting down seagulls?
No, sure.
Oh, well, you didn't know the early days the thing was so hypersensitive that seagulls flew over and there'd be like a burst in the sky.
Well, when the
Red.
Marines are out there playing with the shotguns, and the next day you're having skinny chicken, you bite down on some buckshot, you know what happened. So, all right.
Just jacked up. What are we having
Hey,
today?
man.
Squab, laddies. Squab.
This chicken's been skinny. Tastes all right.
What's the? I chipped a tooth. Pit, pit. Those are just pits. Chickens don't have pits. Shut up and eat.
Chickens have armpits. I guess it would be wing pit, wouldn't it?
Chickens have arms?
They have wings.
What kind of chicken are you eating?
They have wing pits.
I get it. Oh. So now we're going all the motel hell here. It tastes like chicken.
Oh boy. Oh. All right. Well, hey, today I got to remind you guys again. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or you have access to Apple Podcasts, you can actually write a review of this podcast on there. And it turns out that it actually is supposed to help us out a lot. Puts us on some other lists, like some recommendeds, I guess. So then we can get some more listener requests or listener ideas. We do get them. They are rather sporadic. But yeah, put a review on there, or even send us your own suggestion. NotRobotsQuestions@gmail.com. And you can also leave us a voice message. Again, I'm not sure if the thing's even working anymore, but it's anchor.fm/not-robots. They actually do all our stuff as far as making sure the hosting is where it is, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple or what have you. So go there, click the little message thing, send us a voice message. I'm hoping that we get one that we can play.
Was the good stuff. This is better than Sierra Mist.
Do you have that in your champagne container? Yeah, if I can get a hold of one of those things, one of those champagne buckets,
Oh
with
no.
the ice,
No.
I'm gonna set a can in it, take a picture of it, and that'll be like the very first picture we actually post on the Facebook page. We almost never use the Facebook page because it gets very little traffic. And every now and then we post a little reminder for the podcast on there. But I think if someone could send a picture,
Sierra Mist.
or email us a picture of a can of Sierra Mist sitting in a champagne bucket, that would be absolutely awesome.
I worry about you.
Tell me it wouldn't be awesome though.
I'm not gonna argue.
Surrounded by a couple of 2 liters of Lipton Brisk, like frownies on them.
I don't think that the brisk would fit in the can.
Skittles
They'd
laying
have
on
to
the
sit on the
table.
outside of the bucket.
Yeah, well,
being
yeah,
angry
outside
that
the bucket.
They were not premium
Right.
enough
This
to
is
be
how
in the
this is how I
bucket.
imagine it. You got a table, right?
A
In
table.
the middle of the table is the
Is there a
champagne
dancer?
bucket. No,
Okay.
it's a champagne bucket filled with ice with a can of Sierra Mist, kind of half cockeyed, just a little bit out of it, kind of looking like, hey, I'm sitting in here. You know, like the champagne would be slightly off.
Yeah.
Well,
So you can read the label.
right?
So yeah.
But it's just trying to turn just right, so you know. And then around it, you'll have a couple of 2 liters of Lipton Brisk, and on the table is a bunch of Skittles out of their bag, just laid out, kind of like a black light and a blue light and a red light,
The
and
disturbing part is people.
different colors, you
He's
know.
thought this through. Keep going.
That would be a great photo.
Yeah, phenomenal. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, it would be great to all one of you listen.
No, it can't be one because how do you get 6% of one person?
I know.
That'd be kind of jacked
I know,
up.
that
This
means-
person's toes listening. I mean, what the hell is that?
Well, you know, to get 6%, because it's the number that it is. What is the minimum number of people that you'd actually have listening to get a 6%? But some of the other countries is like less than 1%. In order to get less than 1%, you'd have to have more than 100. To get 6%, you would only need 20. 20? 20. Is it 20? 15? It's somewhere around there. One of
Anybody
those.
can do math. Help this man out, please.
I hit my head a little hard, so my math is a little off right now. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Our robot's out.
I can't wait for his stomach to revolt again. I mean, deuces.
Oh, so I can get a second Harry Potter star?
Yeah, but now you're a sorcerer.
Oh, it could be a Voldemort.
Now you're Black Adam.
What?
No, you know Shazam, but Black Adam was buff, was all jacked.
Oh boy.
So now you're Black Adam.
All right.
You need help.
What?
You sincerely need help. Alright, let me finish my snack and then I gotta go run to dinner.
You got friends to do stuff with today, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. G-rated strip.
You should name it Tina Carhart.
The G-rated strip club.
It's SKRIPP.
Script.
Script Club.
Flip a script.
Absolutely disturbing.
The Rain Not Rain episode actually worked out to be like an hour and 9 seconds.
We went over?
Yeah, well, we didn't go over the hour mark, but because of the intro exit music, which is only 13 seconds long.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 14 if I use the video editor for some reason. I don't know why it works out that. It's really only 13 seconds long. Put the 13, which is at the beginning, and then it has the little ad or whatever if there's any in there. And then at the end, it starts playing as we exit, which puts a few seconds, maybe 3-4 seconds at the end of it. But the episode is so close to an hour that 59:56 total time frame, plus the 13 seconds that's at the beginning before it adds a little ad before it actually starts playing, puts us at like an hour and some seconds.
Ooh,
Hour and 9 seconds.
We need devoted listeners for that one.
Well, if it says over an hour, for some reason the listener count is a lot lower. But if it's like right up before, we're talking 59:59, the listener count is way higher. But if it's an hour and 1 second, it's way lower. So that's why we're trying to keep it under that hour. I know, weird. So it's like somebody says, it's less than an hour. Commute, play, bing. It's an hour? Oh, it's over an hour? I'll listen to it later. I won't be able to finish this. I don't know. I remember when we started, we were like, it's got to be 20 minutes.
It should be 20 minutes. You get more listeners in 20 minutes because people are like, oh, I got 20 minutes. Listen. I can listen while I'm pooping on the toilet.
Well, I was thinking 40 minutes. That way it's there and back to work on a 20-minute commute.
Who's got 20-minute commute?
I do.
Well, you're not the commuter.
I know, I'm not the only one that works
the
there.
masses.
There's got to be other people that have 20-minute commutes. Commutuses.
Yeah, but you gotta assume that people want to listen to multiple things, right? So you want to fit into their multiple listening window.
Oh, put the nuts in your mouth.
It's empty now. I'm not.
No more nuts in your sack?
Nope, my sack is empty. For some odd reason, it feels much better that way. See, it can fit in things.
Fold it out and put it away.
Exactly. I can put the knee scooter back in the corner.
It's cold enough, it keeps the smelling down.
That's when I need the knee scooter. After that, it kind of stands up on its own.
And my leg's getting a little stiff here.
And I gotta use the super heavy knee scooter, you know, the one for 500 pounders.
Industrial knee scooter.
It's battery operated, it's more like a crawler.
Oh, don't roll over the cord.
No, don't do that. Don't cross the streams, lad! Don't cross the streams!
Woo. I'll have to buy another new microphone again.
Why?
Because getting the dual mics without echo seems to be a rare fucking thing, man.
Oh my god, I missed a nut. Oh my god, there's a renegade nut hiding in there. Oh, and I gotta rescue it. Can't waste my nut. I'm sorry, Mr. Nut, I may not be able to save you. Ah, there you go. My nut tried to escape. But I'll not have that. Get in my belly.
Eat my nut.
It's just me eating my nut.